Day 402 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, y'all, we're back again. Another day, another LeetCode problem where we're doing daily LeetCode problems. And today we have question number 462, minimum moves to equal array elements 2. The difficulty level is medium, but don't worry because we're going to keep the solution as simple and easy to understand as possible. But before we get started, y'all, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you need any new Apple AirPods, go ahead and check out that link in the description and get you some. Now let's see what the question says. Given the integer array nums of size and return the minimum number of moves required to make all array elements equal. In one move, you can increment or decrement an element of the array by 1. Test cases are designed so that the answer will fit in a 32-bit integer. All right, y'all, so that sounds simple enough, but let's go ahead and take a look at these examples anyway, just to make sure we're doing this problem correctly. Yesterday, we did minimum moves of equal array elements 1, so if you missed that, go ahead and check out yesterday's problem. That would be day 401, and you could brush up on your skills with a similar question. Now, let's see what the example say. Example says we have the input nums equals an array of integers 1, 2, and 3. The output is 2. Explanation says only 2 moves are needed. Remember, each move increments or decrements 1 element. So we're going to start with the array of integers 1, 2, 3. Then our first move, we're going to increment 1 by 1. So now we have the array 2, 2, 3. So we take this 1, we increment it by 1, and now we have 2, 2, 3. Now the next move we're going to do is we're going to take this 3 and we're going to decrement it by 1. So now that 3 becomes 2 and the full final array is 2, 2, 2. We started with 1, 2, 3. We did one move here where we turned 1 to 2. Then we did another move here where we turned 3 to 2. So in total, in total we did 2 moves. That's why the output is 2. So let's go ahead and take a look at example 2. It's the same principles apply, and this time we have the input nums equals an array of integers 1, 10, 2, and 9. This time the output is 16. So it took 16 moves for all of the elements in this array to become equal. I'm not going to go over what those moves are. It's the same principles as it was in example 1. We can either increment or decrement a number at anywhere in the array, and that counts as one move. So now that we understand the question, y'all, let's get into the fun part, the actual solution. Solution is not that difficult at all. We're going to get through this really quickly. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to sort the input array in ascending order. The sorted array will help us to easily find the median, which will minimize the sum of absolute differences. Because what we're going to do is we're going to try to find the median value, and then we're going to just try to work towards that. So for that, we're going to say let sorted equal nums dot sorted. Then we're going to open up the parentheses. We're going to say by colon less than sign. So that, once again, that's going to sort them, the input in ascending order. Now we need to calculate the index of the middle element, or the median. So if the count is odd, this is the true median index. If the count is even, this will pick the lower median, which will still work for this problem that we're doing. So we're going to come right here. We're going to say let median, or yeah, we can call it, let's call it middle. We can say let middle equal nums dot count divided by 2. Boom. Now we need to initialize a variable which will store the total number of moves required. So remember, we have to return the total number of moves. So we have to initialize a variable for that. So for that, we could just say let ands equals 0. So we're going to start our count from 0. Once again, this ands is going to store our count for us for our output. Boom. Now we need to iterate over each number in the sorted array. So to do that, we could say we're going to say for I n sorted. Then we're going to open up the brackets. And for each number, we're going to add the absolute difference between it and the median to the total moves. moving all numbers towards the median minimizes the total moves in this problem. So for that, we're going to say ands plus equals ABS, which is going to get us the absolute value of sorted square bracket middle. Come outside the square bracket, and we're going to subtract that by I. Boom. Now we need to return the total number of moves needed to make all elements equal, or we need to return ands, or our output, right? So for that, we could just come right here and we say return ands, just like that, y'all. And this is all the code, y'all. I told you it was gonna be simple and easy to understand. Look at that. That's how many lines of code? Oh, we got an error. Hold on. Ands isn't mutable. Sorry. So ands should be a variable. I made it a let. Sorry, y'all. This should be a variable. But yeah, we did this all in 6 lines of code. Not bad if you ask me. And look at that, y'all. It's accepted. So let's go ahead and submit it. Let's see. Could be 5 lines of code, really. Ooh, look at that, y'all. 0 milliseconds beats 100% of users with Swift. That's what I'm talking about. Those are the numbers I like to see. So with that being said, y'all, make sure you get one more look at the code, read it, learn it, love it, internalize it. And with that being said, y'all, I hope y'all learned something today, and I hope to see y'all here tomorrow for another day, another LeetCode problem. See y'all then.